Hello, welcome to my channel. I'm naasydnia. This is week 6 of distance learning. It's done. I won. How did I win? I was true to myself and I honored God. I wasn't at war with anyone. I was obedient to Him. I stopped defending myself. And that made the world of difference. It gave me a peace that I haven't experienced in a very long time. Sometimes we create our own issues because why? We don't listen. God says, put it down. Put it down right there. I'll handle it for you. I'll manage that issue. And we're like, okay, I'm going to put it down. And then we're like, is He looking? Is God looking? I'm going to pick it back up again. I'm going to pick it up again. See if He notices. If I start trying to help Him out and work on this with Him, this could be a team project between me and God. I don't have to let Him, do all the heavy lifting. No. Put it down. Leave it alone. Be obedient. You'll see what happens. Things will turn out a lot better. But I'm going to tell you, the ultimate win for me this week is I remembered who I am. I remembered who I belong to. I am a child of God. I am God's child. As such, I do not have to lift fingers. I don't need to do revenge on anyone. I don't need to try to get my way. I don't need to manipulate. I don't need to defend. And I don't need to wage war. God will handle all those things for me. And if you're a child of God, He will handle that for you as well. It doesn't come always when we want it to. And sometimes we don't see what happens to that other person in that situation. But please believe, if you have faith and you trust, God will handle it for you. He'll handle it for you. He always handles it for me. But I forget. And I want to help. I want to help. I can handle it myself. I'm that type of person. And I'm sure you know, maybe you don't know a person like this. Maybe you are this person. I don't need people to help me. I'm going to do it myself. I'm going to do it all myself. I'm going to fix it myself if there's a problem. I'm going to think about it. I'm going to strategize. I might have one or two people I bounce things off of and we talk about it. But what? I'm going to fix it. I'm going to fix it. Not God, me. And then after I've been exhausted by attempt after attempt after attempt to fix an issue, bam, here you go, God. I'm gonna tap out. I can't do it, Lord. I'm gonna tap out. God's probably laughing at me. Didn't I tell you? Didn't I tell you to put it down? Now look at you. I'm that person that tells God in prayer, Lord, if this is not for me, please make this overwhelmingly and abundantly clear. This is not for me, because you know how I am. I want to save people. I want to rescue them. That type of heart is required to teach children. You got to want to save and rescue people. You got to want to help children who people say can't learn or they're beyond help. But it carries over to your regular life too, with adults that maybe you should leave alone, or maybe you shouldn't try to help her. You just need to let them go and give them to God. Letting people go and giving them to God, very difficult for me as well. I got a list of things that I'm working on. But you know what? I believe you probably do as well. So that's why you and I, we're going to be all right. We're going to work on this together. We're going to give things to God. We're going to let our Father fight our battles for us. He wants to fight our battles. He loves us so much. He doesn't want to see us exhausted mentally, spiritually, and physically all the time. Life is like a rat race for most people. This pandemic is a horrible thing, but it made people be still, because we just won't be still, especially in America. We are in the business of being busy. If we are not doing something, we have been trained to believe something is wrong with us. We are being lazy because we are not being productive. So you have people who are being productive doing nothing. They don't even know why they're doing what they're doing. There's no end goal. They're just doing stuff so that they are not idle. There's an importance in resting. There's an importance in laying it down. There's an importance in that, and we have seemed to have lost it. This week I won also because we had to do district testing. I just prayed, God, I can't do this. But almost all the other teachers in my district couldn't do it either. That's why we have a union. Look, we can't do this. You need to tell those people. This is too much. You're stressing us out even more. These test results are not going to be valid because parents are taking their assessments with them. And you said this is a district-wide assessment. This isn't going to work. The validity of this test is blah. Everyone's going to be geniuses. That's not going to work. Because if we come back to school and we do the mid-year test and the end-of-the-year test, it's going to be like their scores were up here and they went pew and they crashed, right? So they thought about that. But more importantly, our union, God is like the ultimate union boss. He fights all your battles. He doesn't even need to negotiate. He's God. He just goes and sees them and it's done. It's done. That's the kind of union I want to sign up for. So I spun my wheels. I have to be honest with you. I started testing on Wednesday because that's what we agreed to do. I started testing Wednesday. I couldn't log on for the first session. We wasted the whole first session almost. The second session, we did start testing. All the kids didn't show up. Then we did it on Thursday. Finally, by Friday, it's on hiatus. And in my mind, thank you, Lord. I'm glad I gave it to you. I'm glad I put this down because it was beyond me. My students need to learn. They need to be in the business of learning right now, busy about learning. The skills that they don't know that they're missing, so they're a couple of grade levels below where they should be, and the new material as well. They're rusty because they haven't been in school for a minute. And when we did go back kind of in March, when we went home, when we came back, it was an online format, but it wasn't really regulated in the sense that it's not like we had live instruction. Some teachers did live instructions, some didn't do live instruction. It was up to the teacher. I videoed lessons for them to get like a library, but I can't control if they get those. Just like we can't control now, if they show up to learn. We teach whoever comes. We keep calling and pursuing the kids that are missing, so we can catch them because we don't want them to fall through the cracks. We got to be accountable for each child. We are accountable, the teacher. Where is this child? Why haven't they been in school? Did you call their parents? Did you follow up? Did you write a note? Did you write an email? Did you log it in the system? Because I need evidence. I need proof that they didn't come and that you kept contacting them. Me? That's not my job. I'm not responsible. I'm not the attendance clerk. Well, you're helping them. You're working with them. You need to help us. You need to follow through. You need to do these things. It's a lot. It really is a lot. I need God. I need him all day. I have to pray all day. We all need God. We can't do this alone. It's too much. The work is too much. And it seems like every day they pile more on. I don't know that. And they make jokes. Like, in your free time, read this and take this survey. In your free time, survey all the children and have them take this online. In your free time, it's like, there's no free time. If we honestly taught all the curriculum we're supposed to teach, we would need another 1.5 hours to 2 in each school day. So we're juggling that and condensing it and trying to make sure that all the curriculum areas get hit. Math gets hit every day. Language arts gets hit every day. English language learning gets hit every day. My class really likes crafts. And then I try to teach them how to play games, because there's concepts that sometimes, depending on what condition you have, you're not aware of others, so it's difficult to play a two-person game. And then you're trying to regulate yourself and your emotions when you play games, because you can't spaz out and then tear up the class and knock over the game and break things because you lost in Connect 4. You can't cry hysterically and roll around on the ground because you lost in Connect 4. I mean, you can, but it's not a good idea. You have to learn how to take turns to cooperate and be a good sport. So I encourage, if you haven't, teach your kids how to play games or your students how to play games. The other thing is puzzles. Puzzles are amazing because I have to use my hand and my eyes. I see the picture on the box, I'm gonna put it together, and I gotta see which pieces fit, and I gotta hold them and grasp and manipulate those pieces, especially I have issues with grasp and holding my pencil, so I'm working on those things as well. And maybe I'll get my buddy to sit by me, and then we can work on it together. So I have giant floor puzzles, so a small group of kids can work together because they're learning to work together. Or I'll let kids sit side by side and they'll each work on their own puzzle, or they can have maybe a friend work on the puzzle with them. So I'm interested to see how this is all going to change when we go back to school, because socialization is a big part that the students in my class in special ed, they're missing. And I teach that in various number of ways, but they require touch or interacting with each other physically. So I don't know. I don't know what that's going to look like. But I'm very optimistic about week 6, because week 6 went better than week 5 and 4. So I'm like, is week 7 going to be awesome? I hope week 7 is going to be awesome. We're going to see. I'm going to pray. I've been praying since Friday about week 7. Got a few more weeks to go to Thanksgiving, right? As always, God bless you. Thanks for watching. Please like and subscribe. I appreciate it.